Hey folks, David Stewart here. Amazon says sad workers can shut themselves in despair closet inside the Amazon box. Nobody can hear you scream. I didn't include suicide booths in the bug pod people story, and perhaps for like the part 2 I should. Like you should go buy a cry closet or a suicide booth or something. Not only do you have to live in a tiny inhuman amount of space and eat bugs, but you have to go to your mega corporate job, and when you start to experience the horrible malaise of working in that mega corporate job, you can go inside a tiny closet and scream in a place where nobody can hear you, where you don't disturb the other bug pod workers. I also found this on Twitter. This is a cry closet. A cry closet in the school library. A safe place for stressed out students, otherwise known as the cry closet. This space is meant to provide a place for students studying for finals to take a short 10-minute break. Rules of the closet: knock before entering. Only one person in the closet at a time. That's not very fun. Limit your time in the closet to no more than 10 minutes. Turn lights and timer off before leaving. Use cry closet tofu if posting on social media. So, not only is the cry closet available for you, but you can only use it for 10 minutes. After those 10 minutes, you got to get back to studying for your finals. Mr. Stressed Out, and let's be honest, let's Miss Stressed Out student. After those 10 minutes, you got to get up, and then you need to post on social media about how you were crying in a freaking closet. And here's the stuffed animals that are in the closet. So you can hug the stuffed animal and cry your sorrows away from the horror of being in higher education. Now, I find this particularly funny because this is actually from a long time ago. This is from like 2018 or something. Salt Lake City, so maybe that's BYU or something. Are these crying closets here because academia is now a higher stress environment than it was years ago? Possibly. But it's not higher stress because the academic standards have improved. It's really gone the other way. And there's actually, I could see how students would get stressed because it's a dystopian environment where everybody's hostile to you now. But even when I was teaching at the university level 15 years ago or so, I had students that basically were not prepared for the university system but had been admitted. They couldn't write a 500-word paper. Like a 500-word write-up where all you had to do was basically answer questions in paragraph form. 500 words is one page. They couldn't do that. They couldn't string 2 words together. But here they are in a university attempting to go there. Now, if you are not equipped for university-level learning, that's going to be a little bit stressful. So the entrance requirements have definitely decreased, but I think in general the academic requirements are quite strangely different from how they used to be. They're rigorous in the wrong direction. They're rigorous in ideological direction, not in any kind of displaying your skill at writing, your knowledge of the subject. That stuff seems to be much less than it used to be. So you have to ask yourself a question. Do I want to send my kid to an institution where they have to cry in a closet because of how awful and dystopian it is? To take out $100,000 worth of debt to then not get a job? Like, why would anyone go to universities at this point? It's just a bizarre thing. Unless you have like a very specific job that requires that certification, I don't really see a reason to put up with all of this. But yeah, I didn't put that in the bug pod story because it just seemed a little too silly. Like screaming in the closet. Are people really going to be screaming? Yeah, I guess people are going to be screaming in the closet with just how demoralizing it is. And I could see this in the COVID world too, because we've spent at this point, over a year with people not being able to engage in any kind of normal human functioning. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of a toll on you, isn't it? So yeah, crying closets. Maybe these will pop up all over corporate America. Are you having a breakdown at your desk, Sally? You need to go in the crying closet. Bert, you need to wait your turn for the crying closet. Let me call HR and see if we can get more crying closets up in here because my workers can't go 2 days without having to sit in a closet and scream and cry themselves to sleep. It's like maybe this is a really inhuman environment to subject people to, or maybe people have also become a lot softer over the years. When I think about people in universities, the fact that you are placating that inability to cope with stress seems rather bizarre. More people are on antidepressants every year. More people are on psychotropic medications in general. It's an upward trending phenomenon. So anyway, let me know what you think down below about the crying closets, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great one.